And often I get a lot of scripts through and I'm like, yeah, yeah, yeah. But this one, I was like, more. I needed to know. It was so addictive. And I get to the end of the first episode, and I have to know more.
Hi, Jessie. I'm Brittany Murphy from Muses of Media. How are you today?
Hi, Brittany. Yeah, nice to meet you. I'm good.
Thanks.
I'm excited to get chatting.
For sure. Firstly, I really loved the show. I loved how like all the characters were, allowed to be messy. It was nice to see that messiness. So what was it like for you when you first got the script and you learned about Cola's journey and what she would be going through?
Well, yeah, I got the script, and I think they sent me the first three episodes. And often I get a lot of scripts through, and I'm like, yeah, yeah, yeah. But this one, I was like, more. I needed to know. It was so addictive, and I get to the end of the first episode, and I have to know more. And then yeah, end of episode three, I was just like, how can you leave me like this? Like, I need to know what happens. I absolutely loved Cola. I thought she was such an interesting character because she genuinely I think she's allowed to be a real person and like real people. She genuinely believes she's doing the right thing, and that's a really interesting place to like come from like, as a character. She really believes she's in the right, but she does all these like heinous things. And I just thought it would be really interesting to get into that headspace.
And obviously not the film, the show explores a lot of themes. And one of them is like, the theme of grief and loss, which I would assume I'm obviously not an actor, but kind of getting into that would be difficult. So what was that process like for you, and how did you kind of prepare for the more emotionally charged moments in the show?
I mean, we had such an amazing director on our show, Marielle, who I love, and she was, couldn't have done it without her. She was really, really, um, her ideas about Cola and the way she would like shift and change my ideas, and we worked together so well because, I had a lot of, I thought in order for us to, we have to like Cola a little bit. She can't be out and out unlikable because she's, we have to be on side kind of. And so I had this idea of her being this quite wounded child, this like wounded girl. But this whole idea from Marielle and from our writers and stuff that she was like this warrior, and then it was coming out in this like fierceness and this solid, she's unflappable. She keeps eye contact. She's not afraid, and it is a mask, but it was less of the kind of softness that I was bringing originally when I first thought about the character. So it was actually a lot of it was maintaining kind of like a cool, calm facade. That was the challenge because, you can feel the feelings, you can feel the betrayal and the upset and the pain, but it's like, how does Cola hide that from everyone? And that's what made it really interesting for me.
For sure. And I really love that it was set in Hong Kong, and it's almost as if Hong Kong is its own character, essentially. So, what was it like for you filming the series, like on location, and, how did that influence your performance?
It was like one of the main reasons I wanted to do the show. Like when it came through, I was like, filming in Hong Kong. Are you joking? I was like, I have to go. My family from Hong Kong, but I haven't really spent any time there, and I love food. So it was, I was like, oh, I have to do this. It was amazing, and it was really for me as like a mixed race person and having like always longed so much to spend time in Hong Kong and to get to know my culture a bit better and like see where like my parents used to live when they lived in Hong Kong and like get to know the city and people. It was magical. It really was. And because there's so much of like old Hong Kong that I kind of knew about from my family, but also this kind of like crazy multicultural like high flying atmosphere that was so different from my normal life. Like I'm pretty chill, and then Hong Kong is like go go go. So it was an experience. It was exhausting, but I loved it, and I ate so much. I ate everything, which was the best part.
And so, my final question for you is just after spending all this time portraying Cola, is there something that you learned or will take away from the character that you can feel will like live with you for the rest of your career?
I think, yeah. Do you know what? I think there was a an element of hardness that I learned from this character, and of like, you know, being bold. Like I feel like even just more recently, I'm currently doing a play here in London, and my character is very bold. And I wouldn't necessarily say I'm bold in these ways. I'm bold in my own way, but I think there's a sort of Cola just when she wants something, she goes and she gets it, and she's afraid, but she works through it. And like I do think I learned from that because filming this was tough. It was like a stressful shoot, the best time, but it was a lot. And I think yeah, I gained some kind of like mental and physical fortitude from Cola for sure.
That's amazing. Thank you so much, Jesse, for your time. I'm excited for everyone to watch the show when it drops because I need to talk about it to people. Like, someone watch it too so I can talk. Yeah.
Oh, that's so good. Well, thanks so much, Brittany. Nice to meet
Nice meeting you as well. Have a great day.
you.